Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. I think my screen is audible. Sorry, my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So yesterday we were in the deficiency disease. Okay. We were talking about what is a deficiency disease. So we were talking about what is a balanced diet. So what is a balanced diet? Whatever diet it is, if we have the equal amount of protein, equal amount of vitamins, minerals, and everything, then it is nothing but balanced diet, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if our diet is not balanced, so if some content is missing, for example, you are not taking in the vitamins in your daily diet for a longer time, then you will get some deficiency disease, vitamin deficiency disease. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you are not taking in protein in your diet, so you'll get some deficiency diseases on protein. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So why this deficiency disease is coming? Because of the lack of balanced diet. So some diet is there, like in some diet, like we need our diet is not complete. So it's like some protein is not there, vitamin is not there, carbohydrates are not enough. Then it lead to deficiency disease. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
If the diet is deficient in both carbohydrates and protein for a long period of time, the growth may stop completely, because we have already saw carbohydrates and proteins are very important for growth. Yeah. So if you're not taking in enough amount of carbohydrates and proteins for a longer period of time, then you will be lacking the growth. Growth will not be there. Growth is stunt growth, you will say, stunted growth. Such a person become very lean and thin, so weak that he or she may not even able to move. So basically cholesterol, overweight and cholesterol occurs due to like opposite. This case is opposite to that. If you consume more amount of carbohydrate and fat, you will become overweight, right?
Yes, ma'am.
If you consume less amount of carbohydrates and protein, just opposite, you become very lean and thin. You will become so weak. Yeah. Deficiency of different vitamins and minerals may also result in certain diseases or disorders. Some of these are mentioned in the table 1.3. All deficiency diseases can be prevented by taking a balanced diet. Yeah.
Yes,
This
ma'am.
chapter. So any whatever disease it may be, you can prevent. You can overcome the disease by taking in the balanced diet. So there is a proverb called "Food is a medicine for every disease." Food is the best medicine. Food, whatever food we are eating, that itself a best medicine for all the problems that we are having. But if you are taking in the food, if the consumption of food is not proper, if the food consumption is not good, not so high or not so low, like if something is there, it will lead to deficiency disease, or it will lead to any other disease. In this chapter, we asked ourselves that the reason why widely varying food from different region had a common distribution. This distribution we find ensures that our meal have a balance of the different nutrients needed by the body. So you see, if for example, if you take northern states, they don't consume lot of rice comparatively to south. If you see, the consumption of rice will be less in north. They consume wheat, more wheat than rice, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So it means like what? So it means that they will not have this problem of obesity, overweight and all, because the consumption of rice is comparatively less. But when you take South India, we take a lot of rice. Sometimes in some houses, all the 3 times it will be rice only. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So if that is the case, you think then, like we will have a lot of carbohydrate intake comparatively to north states. We will have carbohydrate intake will be higher in south. Yeah. So we saw that in the very first class distribution of the things, distribution of different kinds of food items in different states. In what different states, what are the main crop, what is the staple crop, what is the extra thing they eat, we saw, right? So see this table, it's a very good table, and please make a note on this. Some disease or disorder caused by deficiency of vitamins and minerals. So vitamin A, loss of vision. Poor vision, loss of vision in darkness, sometimes complete loss of vision. If you are not having vitamin A, sufficient vitamin A in your body, then it will lead to deficiency disorder. Loss of vision will be there. Yeah. So if you take symptoms, poor vision, loss of vision in the darkness, sometimes complete loss of vision. Then next is vitamin B1. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Vitamin B1. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Vitamin A clear? You have to remember this. Vitamin A, loss of vision, symptoms. So this will be asked in the exam. So they'll be giving you random vitamin, and they'll be asking you what is the symptom, and they'll be asking you the disorder, deficiency disease or disorder. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Vitamin B1, very. So vitamin B1 deficiency is very. Weak muscles and very little energy to work. You will always feel very tired when you don't have a correct amount of vitamin B1. You always feel like you're very tired. You could not able to do any work. Yeah, such kind of things will happen. Yes, weak muscles and very little energy to work. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Then vitamin C is scurvy. So the deficiency disorder for vitamin C is scurvy. Bleeding comes, wounds take longer time to heal. So when see everything, whatever there in our body, it is all working under something. If I'm getting a wound, the blood is coming, and the blood could not stop. So there is there is a disorder. Some people cannot, the body of some people will not support the stopping of bleeding. No, that bleeding will be continuing. They could not stop bleeding. Have you heard of such cases?
No, ma'am.
Means you see, take a pin, prick your hand, blood will come. Okay, so after some time, the blood will stop. Yeah, correct.
Yes, ma'am.
So how it is happening? It's called blood clotting. That process of entire thing is called blood clotting. So if some people cannot, some people's body will not have that capacity to clot the blood. So that is again a deficiency. That is also a deficiency. They could not, do the blood clotting. It is called as hemophilia. Hemophilia, hemo means, wait a minute. I hope you cannot see now. Okay. called as hemophilia. Hemophilia. So what is this hemophilia? Hemo means blood. The word hemo means blood. Philia means scared. Scared, or like you can say afraid of. So what is this entire word meaning is like blood will be, blood will not stop. Clotting of blood will not stop. Blood will not clot. Sorry, it's not like clotting of blood will not stop. It's like blood clot will not happen. Simply, there will be no blood clot. And I will also show you the process of blood clotting. Called blood coagulation. It's also called as blood coagulation. Can you hear the sound?
No, no.
இது ரொம்ப ஸ்மூத் தெரியுமா? அவகாடோ சோப் பார்ஸ் இருக்கு வீனஸ் கம்ஃபர்ட் கிளைட்ல. ஒவ்வொரு கர்வ்லயும் கிளைட் ஆகும். ரொம்ப ஸ்மூத்தா இருக்கு, ரைட்? Instant smoothness, no pain, no hassle.
Yeah. This video explains how the blood is getting, blood clot is happening.
Blood coagulation. Before we start the topic blood coagulation, let us take a glance of components of the blood. Red blood.
So do you know what are the components of the blood?
Blood cells.
So we have red blood cells, RBC, red blood cells. They look red. And we have WBC, white blood cells. And apart from that, we have eosinophils and a lot of other blood, blood things. The components present in the blood. Yeah. How actually the blood clotting happen? So for example, some prick. So this is just take this is a skin, and some prick has happened here. So when as soon as the prick happened, the blood will start flowing from this hole, right? So blood will be inside. As soon as your skin is there, this is your skin. Maybe the black color is your skin. As soon as there is a hole in the skin, the blood will start flowing outside. So what happened that time? Like group of cells form a patch-like thing. Like they start forming the patch here near the skin, and they block this area. So actually, this is a very simple process. They will explain you in the video. That video you will understand.
Cells, white blood cells, and platelets collectively constitute 45% of blood. Rest 55% of blood contains plasma. Fibrinogens are needed for clotting or coagulation of blood.
So you heard that word fibrinogen. Fibrinogen is needed for clotting of blood. Fibrinogen is needed for clotting of blood.
Body contains a natural process to stop bleeding from minor cuts in a matter of several minutes. When a small artery is cut, the collagen fibers in its tissue are exposed, which signals the clotting process to begin. As platelets begin to adhere to the cut edges, they release chemicals to attract even more platelets. Eventually, a platelet plug is formed and the external bleeding stops. Platelets attach to fibrinogen. The immobilized fibrinogen attracts the factor of blood coagulation. The factors of blood coagulation transform the fibrinogen in polymers of fibrin. Thrombokinase is an enzyme complex that is required for this reaction. This complex is formed by a series of linked enzymic reactions, cascade process, involving a number of factors present in the plasma in an inactive state. After the formation of fibrins, molecules of plasmins start to get attracted to fibrin net. Later on, these molecules destroy the fibrin net. The fibrinolytic degradation products are phagocyted by macrophages and eosinophils, and the normal blood flow is restored.
You got it?
Yes, ma'am.
You just saw how the process worked overall. Yeah. So we were talking about the deficiency disorders. So vitamin C is scurvy. Scurvy means bleeding gums. Have you heard of this bleeding gums?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, wounds take longer time to heal. Yeah. Then vitamin D, rickets. So the deficiency disease that we get as a result of vitamin D is rickets. And bones become soft and bent. So easily the bone will be, broken. Bones should be somewhat thicker and it should have some, to withstand the pressure. But if the bones are very weak, they will be easily bent or they'll be easily broken. So such cases are called as rickets. That rickets are occurred due to vitamin D deficiency. Bones become soft, they become soft and they'll be easily broken or bent. Yeah. Till now, what are the deficiency disorders we saw?
Ma'am, night blindness,
Yeah.
beriberi, and now we are seeing rickets.
Now we are going to calcium. So calcium, if we don't have calcium, then what will happen to our body? Bones. So bones and our teeth are the two important regions in our body. Not regions, two important people need a lot of calcium to survive. So bones and the tooth will be getting affected. Obviously, if you don't have calcium, bones and teeth or teeth decay will get disturbed. So weak bones and tooth decay. See, vitamin D also weak bones. They also, in that case also, bones become soft and they'll bend easily. Even in the calcium, the same thing. Weak bones, tooth decay will happen. So calcium helps in two things, bones and tooth decay. Weak bones, tooth decay. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Iodine. The next important vitamin or mineral is iodine. Iodine gives you goiter. What is goiter? Neck. Swelling in the neck glands. It's like, thyroid, not typically thyroid. Like goiter, you will see the swollen part outside outside your neck region. Mental disability in children also. Iron. Everybody will know what is the deficiency disorder if you don't have enough iron. Anemia. Anemia is nothing but weakness. So now we'll see the picture of each and everything. So we'll see very, very. If you see here. Can you see?
Yes.
Body weakness. So they'll be very weak. They'll feel always very, very weak. See here. Very thin and weak. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Curvy. So bleeding gums. Can you see this curvy?
Yes, ma'am.
This is curvy. Yeah? Can you see the bleeding gums? Is it can you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Rickets. We'll see rickets now. Can you see the rickets here? See here. Very good very good diagram of ricket. Normal bones will not be, curving, but see the rickets, weaker bones. Can you see the red color area? Weaker bones that are very easily broken. Yeah. Shape of the bones are also different. Normal bones will look like this, but rickets will look like this. The joints will be very weak. They cannot withstand more pressure. Yeah. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
See the scan. The next is goiter. We'll see goiter. Goiter neck region. See, can you see the swollen necks? See, this is the thyroid, normal thyroid. And if you have inflammatory goiter, it will be so big. Singular nodal goiter, multinodular goiter. So you have different kind of goiter. We don't have to go to that. But can you see that swollen part? See, it is a max swollen. How much it is? See here. This is a goiter. Can you see? See here. So these are all the extreme cases of goiter. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is a normal thyroid, but see goiter, you will have extra glands, extra thyroid glands. Means thyroid glands will be swollen. Yeah?
Yes.
This is anemia. Anemia, you will not get much pictures because anemia is basically weakness. It's normal. If you are having normal red blood, can you see the quantity? How many red blood cells are there? But see in the right side, very few blood cells are there. It means you will be very weak, basically, right? So
Yes.
when you have, see here, when you have lot of, this is the skin. When you have lot of blood, your skin will be reddish or blackish, right? For anemic patients, no RBC will not be there. Count of RBC will be very less. So they'll be very, very fair and pale. They will look pale. Pale means like they will be very fair. Fair in the sense like no blood will be there. Yeah? Yes. I think the lesson has come to an end. Okay. Summary. So the major nutrients in our food are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. In addition, food also contains dietary fibers and water. Yeah, so this is summary of the lesson. Carbohydrates and fats mainly provide energy to our body. Yes, they are energy giving nutrients. Proteins and minerals are needed for the growth and maintenance of our body. These are all keywords, children. Yeah, vitamin help in protecting our body against any diseases. Then balanced diet provides all the nutrients that our body needed in right quantities along with adequate amount of roughage and water. Yeah, balanced diet is very important. Deficiency of one or more nutrients in our food for a long time may cause certain diseases or disorders. Yes?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Now coming to exercises. So I think you can easily answer the exercises. Name the major nutrient in our food. Major nutrients in our food. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on, Adya, answer.
Carbohydrates,
Yeah, okay.
fat. Hello,
Oh.
ma'am. Fiber,
Fiber, okay.
protein,
Calcium.
That's it, ma'am. I know this.
Okay. So name the food item also from where you get all these nutrients. You said calcium. Where you get calcium from?
Rice, ma'am.
Rice. You get calcium from
Milk,
rice?
ma'am. Sorry, milk.
You get from milk. You get carbohydrates from where?
Milk, ma'am. Milk.
Carbohydrates.
Carbohydrate. Rice, ma'am.
Rice. Very good. So now you got it? Yeah, second question. Name the following. The nutrients which mainly give energy to our body.
Can I?
Both of them can try. The nutrients which mainly give energy to our body.
Carbohydrates and fats.
What?
Ma'am, true or false?
Proteins.
No, ma'am. Carbohydrates and fats.
Carbohydrates and fats are energy giving substance to our body. Yes, correct. Second one, nutrients that are needed for growth and maintenance. Whenever
proteins.
yeah.
Minerals.
Yes, whenever you see the word growth and maintenance, you can just blindly say proteins and minerals, vitamins also sometimes. Yeah, vitamin required for maintaining good eyesight.
Ma'am, vitamin A.
Exactly.
Ma'am, vitamin A.
Vitamin A, yeah. Mineral that is required for keeping our bones healthy.
Calcium. Ma'am, calcium.
Calcium, yes. And one more, like bones means it's calcium. And what is the disease that we get because of, lack of the vitamin?
Vitamin D. Ma'am,
Yeah.
WeXL.
Vitamin D, rickets, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, name two foods each rich in fats.
Ma'am, butter. Ma'am, ghee.
Butter and ghee, exactly. Okay, starch.
Rice.
Rice. Yes, rice. Dietary fiber.
Ma'am, the banana stem.
Banana stem.
Ma'am, vegetables and fibers. Leafy vegetables.
Leafy vegetables. Okay. Roughage. Yeah. Protein.
Milk.
Protein.
Ma'am, meat. Nuts.
Meat. No, nuts. You can say nuts, but protein means it's always pulses and meat. Yeah. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Got it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, next question. Tick the statement that are correct. By eating rice alone, we can fulfill nutritional requirement of our body.
False. Ma'am, false.
It's false. By eating rice alone, we cannot fulfill the requirement. Okay. Deficiency diseases can be prevented by eating a balanced diet, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Balanced diet for the body should contain a variety of food items. Yeah.
Ma'am, false. True, ma'am.
What do you mean by balanced diet? Body should contain a variety of food items. It's not variety of food items, you can directly say. It should be like, everything should be included. Protein, vitamins, minerals, everything. Yeah?
Nutrients.
Nutrients. All the variety of nutrients should be there. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Meat alone is sufficient to provide all nutrients to the body?
No, ma'am.
No. Yes. Fill in the blanks. Dash is caused by deficiency of vitamin D.
Ma'am, rickets.
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 Yeah, rickets. Both of you know, right?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Deficiency of dash causes a disease known as beriberi.
Ma'am, vitamin D. B.
Vitamin B.
Ma'am,
B for ball.
BI.
B. It's vitamin B. Deficiency of vitamin C causes a disease known as
Scurvy.
scurvy. What is scurvy?
Ma'am, bleeding gums and
Yes, bleeding gums. Adya, or did you know the answer?
No, ma'am, vitamin C, I don't.
Deficiency of vitamin C causes a disease known as scurvy. We read in that table, right? C
Yes,
for
ma'am.
scurvy. Yeah. What is scurvy? Bleeding gums. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Night blindness is caused due to deficiency of dash in a food. Night blindness.
Ma'am, vitamin A.
Vitamin A. Okay, and what is the name of that vitamin A deficiency?
Night blindness.
Yeah, color blindness, like not color blindness. Exact name, loss of vision. Vision will be lost, or poor vision, or sometimes complete loss of vision. Everything can happen. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
This chapter is completed. So I hope you remember like what all we learned from the starting in this chapter. Yes. So I'll just revise you. So we started with what is a food, why do we need food? If we don't have a daily meal, what will be the consequences? And we started with the table or column of the different regions and item of grain and dal, meat, vegetable. And then we started with the what do you mean by nutrients? And we had the definition of nutrients, and we saw different type of nutrients, carbohydrates, protein, fats. We saw about in carbohydrates, what is the function, source, and types in proteins. What is the function, what is the source, and what is amino acid? What is amino acid?
Building blocks of protein.
It's a building block of protein. There are essential amino acids that body cannot synthesize, must be obtained from food. Yes. Okay, fats. We saw about fats. We saw about vitamins. And then we saw about this short case study on Kurkure and Lays. The popular snack brands can be carcinogenic in nature. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
We saw about acrylamide. What are trans fats? What is artificial additive they use? High sodium content. These are all very, very important points. You should remember it, children. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And then we started with the healthiest fat sources. So these are the healthiest fat sources. And then we continued with mineral, water, and fiber. What are minerals? What is water? How water is very important, and what is fiber? And then we started with the tests. Remember test for starch, test for fat, everything.
Yes, ma'am.
Emulsion test for fat. This one is not there in your book, so we studied this separately. What is the emulsion test for fat? We studied how it should be done. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And what do various nutrients do for our body? We saw that how different kind of nutrients help us. This particular nutrient help us in vision. This particular vitamin is helping us in this. Like that, we saw what are the importance of different vitamins and minerals in our day-to-day life. Yes. So remember that we learned all these things. We learned line by line. Yeah. Dietary fibers. What are dietary fibers? We learned. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the roughage? Roughage is mainly provided by the plant products in our food. We studied what is roughage, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
And then we started with the balanced diet. What's balanced diet and all? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And then if you don't have balanced diet, then we saw about obesity. If you don't have a balanced diet, what are the things that will happen? Nothing but deficiency diseases. You will have deficiency diseases. Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, and then we saw this table and learn this fortified. This is also a logo for fortified foods as per standards by FSSAI. FSSAI. Yeah. So what is FSSAI? FSSAI is given to any food item that is edible to eat. If that food item is if you take any food item, there will be something called amount. So if you take artificial, so for example, if you take a cool drink, there is a limit that only this much of artificial flavors should be added. If the more amount of artificial flavors are added, or if anything is more than the specified range, then they won't be certified for Fazai. Yeah.
Yes.
So Fazai is basically a food, it is given to any kind of food that is good to intake, good for intake. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
This is the Fazai. Safety and Standard Authority of India is a statutory body under the administration of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. Okay. It regulates the manufacture, storage, distribution, sale, everything. Not only, the content in the food, how the food is being manufactured, how it is being stored, how it is being distributed, is everything done in a proper way, right? Everything will be seen by Fazai, and then it will be given the seal of Fazai. It means like it is safe to consume. Yeah.
Yes.
You have to remember this. Food Safety and Standard Authority of India. That is the full form of Fazai. Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. Headquarters in New Delhi. Founder is Anbumani Ramadas. Yeah.
Yes.
It is run by Government of India. Health and Welfare Ministry. Yes.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I hope this chapter is clear to you both. This chapter is very, very basic components of food. Just what are all present in a food item. Only that. Yes.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Hope both of you know something, like studied something in this chapter. And I'll be posting you the homework in the group. Look into that. And we'll meet in the next class. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, that was homework. Last class. Yes. Good. Good, Adya.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay then. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Have a nice day.